Hey everybody, как дела? Привет, как дела? Меня зовут Andy. This is every episode will be a different language. That was Russian. I could do the Hiroshaimase. Watashi wa Andy desu. America Jin no kata. Do Japanese. Oldest man. Anyway, sorry. Welcome to The Art of Comics. It's me, Andrew Salazar. We're doing heavy metal, dudes. You have asked. These are my most popular episodes. I say this every time. I bought these 4 issues for $1 each. Yeah, good luck finding those, dude. You're gonna spend like $8 for these damn things nowadays. The cover is that. So yeah. So I bought these 4 issues. I've been reading them this week, and I've just been having so much fun with them, dude. I've got tons of other books here to read, but I put them all on the side because I'm just enjoying the hell out of these. This one is May 1989, and it's good, dude. I know I said that like the mid 90s are not good, but even those are good. They're all freaking good. So let's look at it. I'm gonna screw up some names. So just straight up, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna screw up some of these names. So just deal with it, okay? I don't know. The French is the one language I don't know. So some of these names are going to screw up. But my gosh, some great work in this issue. And it got an Olivia cover. That's kind of cool. So let's flip the camera over and take a look. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. Now, hopefully this light will be good. The paper is dull, so it should be okay. You never know. If it was glossy paper, we'd be hosed. But I think because it's dull enough, the light should work and we'll be okay. Again, Olivia. I don't know much about Olivia. I mean, I know the work. I don't even know the person who does this. I don't even know who Olivia is. I just know they do this wonderful, female kind of inspired cheesecake airbrush stuff. I need to get a book. I'm sure there's like a million books on Olivia, but it is cool. We do see these covers. They're freaking rad. Great painting. Let's just jump into the comic. So yeah, we're gonna start. So I think I might title this video like The French Know Sci-Fi. It's like this story, The Hollow Planet, by I'm going to mispronunciate that, the Shooten brothers. We're going to call them the Shooten brothers just for my gringo self. But these two guys, it's just it's just so cool, man. Let's just jump into it. This is such a cool story, The Hollow Planet. I looked them up. I think one's Luke, who doesn't do much. The other one, Pierre or something, he does a lot of the work. I need to look him up. I need to look up more of this story, The Hollow Earth, because I feel like it ends with there's something more to it. I mean, it's a good 50-page, 48-page, but then ends here. It's like, no, there's got to be more to this. Here's what I love about the French, or these guys. We're just going to put them all in this one bucket, the French bucket, for the sake of this. The concept, the idea of this story is so freaking cool. It is so different, so unique. And this is in the, what did I say this was? The 98? 89, and it's just like such a cool idea. Let's talk about it. We start with this character, this young woman. They're all going to be women because it's a society of females. We'll find out in a minute what that's all about. But there's Leva, who's one of them, and this other girl, and they basically, what's fascinating about this is it's a world that's vertical. So what I mean is, like, we have a world, our world is horizontal, right? We have land, we walk on the land, everything's on the horizon. Their world is like this, vertical. So there's these like planes, right? The planes. There is like, I'll just show you. We'll just talk about this, right? They're constantly going up and down. That's how they travel. They go up and down. That's their world. Not like this, but like that. It's freaking cool. So they have these hoists and pulley systems that they move up. They have another side of the wall, of another wall, which is, where they harvest things. It's just kind of a cool society. So we introduced this, she is the main character is some sort of like a, I don't know, mason, maybe you would say, working with stone and things like that. And we don't really know what's going on. We just know that like there's things happening, and it's just really cool. I love the art. There's a couple spots where I feel like the printing is just so, and we don't really get nice crisp color and line work, but it's really freaking really great. I'm gonna try to get my big head not in the camera shot when I look into this closer. I really like the seats, all the design, all of the cool ideas of how the buildings are designed. All the architecture is very otherworldly. It's very artistic. It's very well rendered. Everything you can tell. There is no sketchiness here. There is no like expressionistic line. It is fully drawn, realized, very French, very European style. And I freaking love it. I mean, I was thinking about this while I read this yesterday. I was like, could I even do this? I don't think I have it in me. Some of my favorite pieces, though, are things that I've put a lot of time into, and I put a lot of like deliberate line work. But this is just really well done. There is some eroticism. There's some kind of sexiness to her taking a bath. She's getting prepared for some sort of ritual. Don't know what it is yet. We'll find out in a moment. So she's getting ready. This is Nellie, by the way, sorry. So Nellie and Lisa. Nellie's getting ready for some sort of a ceremonial moment. There's little hints of her kissing some kind of thing. We don't know what that's about. This is all the lattice work here, all the steps, just so cool. The clothing is neat, interesting as well. And then we go, and then it goes in. She goes to this like large creature, slimy creature. It kind of reminds me of like the navigators in, David Lynch's Dune type of a deal. And so she kisses the neck, or it's not the neck, the tongue, or kisses this creature in a bauble of some sort. She's like, that's kind of grossed out. That's not it, though. That's not the end. So she kisses this creature, then she goes down, strips naked, and gets on this like tongue phallic symbol of some sort, straddles the edge, and then what can you say? It is heavy metal. And when the light hits at the right time, the creature has some sort of orgasm. We're assuming we got the space seed comes in through this phallus, down this tube, and shapow. Now this image here of this kind of orgasmic moment, which clearly this is phallic, this whole thing. So there's some sort of like creation of. She doesn't get pregnant though, so it's not like this is how they procreate. This is something else, some kind of a ceremonial thing. This image though of the girl straddling this is in my memory, but it's through something else. There must have been something like in the 70s or 60s where there were little like Smurf-like gnomes doing this with a large, so this here reminds me of some other like imagery long ago. So I don't know why that's in my mind, but some kind of little dirty book with little gnome creatures and a big human. I feel like there was some kind of picture of that. But if you just look at it, it's just really well done. I mean, what are you going to say? It's just well freaking drawn. Now that I've now that I look at this again, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Barry Windsor Smith. So I throw that out there. Now that's happening, right? So we got this Amazonian woman group, vertical world, blah blah. Now we'll go to this place. Now it says on a small planet many light years away, which I'm still confused about that, because even though it's a small planet many light years away, I kind of almost feel like it's the same place. But so this is more like Gothic cathedral, very kind of Earth-like in its architecture and such. And these like kind of monk-like warrior people, they're talking about how, well, we kind of did everything we needed to do except for girls. We ain't got no girls up in this biscuit. So let's go find some girls. So, okay, we found this planet called Zara, and there's homegirls there. Let's go and let's, the first layer is covered by vegetation and translucent rocks. Some of them are pure as crystal. And then we're going to go down there and we're going to like have some, I guess we're going to rape these women or take them. I don't know. I mean, that's like the plan. So it's kind of nefarious, I would say. But just the art is amazing. Then we go back to Nellie. Now that she's done what she needed to do, there's some kind of a jubilation and celebration. But we don't know what's up with that. Now, on the same planet, like it's a vertical planet, but on the outside of that vertical planet, there are these like bird-like creatures, like harpies, that are living off the planet, you know what I mean? On the outside, outer layers. There's a girl here, and she's from another planet. She's been captured by these creatures, and she's hungry, and they're going to feed her some rats or whatever to eat. She's freaking out. We go here. This is, again, just beautiful illustration. I just adore this, like, contraptions, right? They have this thresher that goes from one wall over to the other wall, which has the grain. So think about harvesting grain, but instead of on the ground, it's on a wall. And so you have to go across this chasm to get it. And so they have these like little systems. And someone had to come up with this. Like someone had to think of this. And this is just, again, such a cool science fiction. So they get it. They harvest and stuff. And we see some shenanigans with these kids and goof around. Now, these women do not know what men are like. There's no men there. There's no penis. There's no copulation that we would think of, there. And so they do have this gizmo that can kind of project your thoughts. So we see kind of a look into another kind of world outside of theirs with those harpy things we were talking about. And then we have that girl who escaped them, comes through the wall. Don't know how she did it, but she kind of comes through to this layer. And they use these kind of telescoping chairs to kind of grab her, and they save her. Now, she's like supposed to be from Earth or some planet similar to Earth, I think. So this is all very unusual to her, of course. And just such cool ideas. They hook her up with the mind projector, and they see, there's men on her planet, and they got this twig, or what do they call it, a root, vine. They call it a vine between their legs. And what's that about? And I want a vine between my legs. And so they start kind of fantasizing about that. And man, look at that drawing. So cool. The coloring is so great. The line work. I would love, love, love to see the originals. Costuming, so beautiful. And then just look at this page too. These panels, the way this is all set up, and these little panels here. These are hard to do, by the way. These little thin panels like this, not freaking easy. Not at all. Okay. If we're back to these, like, they're kind of decided to dress up as like crusaders for the hell of it. They're like, we're not going to get rid of our laser guns and just go down with swords, old school style, just to kind of Ren fair it, I guess. We're going to LARP this one, our rape attack. But the costume's pretty badass. And the coloring is amazing. Yeah, it's freaking so good, dude. I need more of this. So she's like, hey, maybe we can play around. And so, could you tell me about what it's like to have sex with the men? And she's like, well, I could tell you, I guess. And we hint that they kind of fool around a little bit. So, kind of fool around. Now, their objective is to go down below their level to kind of like investigate. So they do that. So cool. I don't know what is it's just, there's just I don't know how to say it, a sensibility to the art, to the design, to the costuming that is just so different, And now in the States, we have absorbed this by now. I mean, this is very old. This is old. This is decades old, right? It's like 30 something, it's 35 years old. So we've seen this and we've kind of used some of these ideas. But so, you can find American-made stuff that's got kind of strange, cool stuff like this. But man, I don't know. There's something about it. Just the way it's created. It's just really neat. Just like her costume and all her clothing. The little butt cheeks coming out. I don't know. It's something it's sexy. It's cool. We have the rapists come to the land. They're going to now chase them out. They chase the girls. There's these crystals. The light's coming through the crystals. They kind of like, I guess like a sunbathe or something. It's just kind of cute, sexy stuff happening. There's a death. The rapists are after us. We got to get out of here. They're in this little like flower boat type of a thing. They're kind of sad they can't get the girls. Like, oh man, we couldn't get those girls we wanted. Look at this, so cool. Bummed out. Oh, there's some more girls. We gotta get them. Come on, guys. So they're like gonna crossbow their butts, literally. And he couldn't do it. He can't get his crossbow going. He's like, damn it. And the great angles. This was the panel. Look at this. I mean, this is so freaking cool. There's no way I could draw that. There's just no way. There's no way I'm drawing that. I mean, these gears and stuff, this is referenced, I'm sure, of like some engine or something, because I've seen gears like this in my differential of my radio control car that I built. So this kind of like this is like something he can actually just have, and then he just makes into this. But that said, even with the reference, it's still a lot of freaking drawing. It's a lot of rendering for that dude. Some cool chases. I really like these positions of these figures. I was thinking about that today. Coming down the ropes, trying to get, I mean, these guys clearly are not used to a vertical world, right? They're used to horizontal world, so it's just like so different. Look at this. So great. Hopefully you guys are you can see this good on the camera. This is such a cool image. These panels are great. I'm going to keep saying that constantly. They capture them. So they capture these dudes. They're like, okay, you know what? Now I'm going to show you what we do. We're going to capture you dudes. And now, by the way, I didn't tell you, Earth Woman, we're kind of like praying mantises. And yeah, there's no men here, but that's because what we do is we F them and eat them. And so that's what happens. It gets dark. Then they freaking torture these men. They string them up with their little peckers, and they're going to just bang them and kill them. So here we go. They're getting them all cleaned up, getting them all sexy timed up, and they're just going to like do their business with them. Once they've done it enough, once they've had their fill, they hear this showing the praying mantises and stuff like, yeah, that's how we live. We live the praying mantis style. That's how we get all our ideas, how we build things. It's all through them. And so now after they've had sex with these dudes, then they chop them, they freaking burn them on a damn spit like a freaking Kahlua pig, and they just start chopping them up and eating them. And then she's like, here you go. You want a piece? Here, take this. We must take from them the best they can offer. The end. Boom. Just like, seriously, dude? Such a cool idea. Love it. The rest of this is cool, but this is like my favorite. It might be one of my favorite heavy metal stories in a long time. Like, legitimately. It's just cool. Next story, Manuel Montano by Miguel Angel Prado. We've talked about Prado before. It's good. It's not my favorite. There are some interesting ideas in it. It's kind of like this noir, super dark story, a little bit of sci-fi-ish type thing with the nighttime and all, but it's just okay, to be honest. I do like his work, but it's not grabbing me. This one grabbed me. Antonio Navarro. Now, I don't know Antonio Navarro, but I'm going to look him up because it's in black and white, but there's some Tothness to this. When I mean Tothness, there's some Alex Tothiness. So let's take a look at Alex Toth's dude here. First off, black and white, high contrast, no gray tones, wonderful silhouette. This is a wonderful silhouette. This one too, both of these, perfect. You see all the limbs, everything is clearly defined. Very well done. This one as well, which is the boot, great freaking figuring. All the positions, great action here. This is good. Really well done. Look at that. That's another good one too. Just really great stuff. There's another panel that this panel here, I put this on my Instagram. This panel is perfect. Side view, profile, looking here, right this way. Him, right there. Then another dude in the background. So there's like all three is happening. Beautiful panel. Beautiful stuff. Love this. Love the blacks. Love the way it's inked. Really well done. Love these. All this stuff. Super freaking good. This is like, he's legit. I'm going to look him up, actually, when I'm done with this video. This is all really cool. There's just something about it. Like, again, going back to that one, this reminds me of Toth. This has a Tothiness to it. Or like a Munoz, Jose Munoz. Another guy that reminds me. Did he do Torpedo? I might be getting mixed up. He might have did Torpedo. I can't remember. But Jose Munoz is the guy that Keith Giffen kind of like looked to when he was doing the Ambush Bug stuff back in the mid-'80s. I just like it a lot. I love this. I love these panels too. I think this is like freaking amazing. I would buy this panel, just like boom. Both of these. So good. Look at this. You've got silhouettes, you've got people, you got movement, you got cars, you got the trolley, you got the damn building. It's just so freaking good. Love it. I love all this stuff. It's badass. Yeah. Wonderful. Some of the best stuff. This is cool. Not the best. It's funny though. It's cute. I do like the paste ups and the change ups of tone and style and mark making. So I like all this. I like all the different techniques. Very cool. I like it. What else? This guy, we saw this last issue too, didn't we? This was good. I'm not in love with it as much, although I do like these figures wrapped up. There's some cool ideas. And, I like this type of fine art, so you would think that for comics I'd be all over it, but for some reason it doesn't quite grab me as much. I don't know why. Can't put my hand on it. This is amazing. The Phototron, the state-of-the-art biotechnology. I have to take a photo. This is amazing. This ad is like cracks me freaking up. Who does an ad like this? Who does an ad that's like all freaking text with her and this, and there's like a million things wrong with this. In a way, it's like brilliant. Love it. I like this art too. This is Thoreau and Galliano. Don't know who Galliano is, or I'm saying Thoreau, but I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Thoreau and Galliano. I don't know these guys. Sounds French and Italian, but I did like this kind of story. It was a little too short, though. I kind of want to know what's happening. It reminds me of that movie with Matt Damon, Mr. Talented Mr. Ripley. It's got kind of that vibe to it. There's some boobs in it, which is always kind of cool. But I really like this panel, for instance. Just really cool, like the watercolors, the coloring, and everything. This is a nicely done panel. Yeah, it's a good panel. Good movement. Last one, wet paper mache. I dig this too. This is Daniel Torres. I like the colors. I like the line work, the cartooning, the panels. I'm not super into the story, but I do dig the drawing. I thought it was really well done. I can appreciate it for that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There you go, guys. That's the video. Are you guys excited? Don't you love that? If you want to see more of these, subscribe to the channel. I have a Patreon, so go check out the Patreon. That would be nice. I got some comics there of my own. Then you can see my work. And he's like, okay, he knows what he's talking about, or he sucks. I'll accept both. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.